How to deal with bouts of intense anger and depression that come out of nowhere. Well, there's going to be a cause for that. There's going to be a cause for it. So, intense anger and depression, listen, those are born from inactivity. Let me give you an example before you give me a thumbs down. this If you're vibrating on the frequency of creativity, on the frequency of appreciation for the things that you have in life, if you're vibrating on the frequency of sharing, doing all kinds of positive attributes, these don't manifest in your life. These don't have a room in your life. You're not on that frequency. What you're describing to me is base frequencies. If you're doing what I'm describing, those can't happen. So you need to figure out where these are coming from. And if you don't want to do a deep dive and a deep search, then that's okay too, because we are not limited by precedent. If there is pain in your past, you can sever that contagion right now. It's willful. As soon as you decide, you know what, man, I'm done. I'm absolutely done. I'm tired of being held back. I am tired of coming up with excuses why this didn't happen. I can't do this, why this person doesn't like me anymore. I'm just tired. I don't like the person that I have become. I'm fed up. Once you've finally done that, once you've met that threshold, man, believe me, man, the oversoul is listening, because that's exactly where it wants you. That's what this whole life is about. People get sent into the darkest pits of reality so they can wake up. And the greatest success stories we ever hear are those who fell the farthest. We hear these stories all the time. What you're describing to me is a soul that's getting fed up. And that's what this anger, this it just comes on you, this aggression, it comes in. Listen, what it is a soul that wants to feel other things. But those situations aren't occurring in the life of that soul. So other emotions come to the surface. This is what you're describing to me. And it can be changed in an instant. The best time to make a change like that is before you go to sleep, and just finally just go ahead and tell the oversoul straight up. Hey man, I'm done. I'm done with that. I'm gonna wake up in the morning a totally new man. Tomorrow I got new experiences. Tomorrow I'm gonna keep a positive attitude, because I see myself 6 months from now being so different that nobody in my present life will be able to understand how I made such a fundamental change in just 180 days. Adopt that attitude. Once you've adopted that attitude, this simulacrum itself is going to automatically assume that there's a reason why you've adopted that attitude. It's a neutral field. Remember, it does not care about right or wrong, true or false, none of that. As a neutral field, all it does is build for you in the physical what you imagined, a fiction, to be true. This is the formula. The belief that you deserve something is the greatest impediment to receiving it, because most people are conditioned to believe that they don't deserve anything, or they don't deserve a better life, and they don't deserve. That mindset is dungeon programming. That mindset absolutely prevents you from understanding what's really happening when we build our world. What's really happening is that we, as a highly individualized soul, are drawing from ourselves more than we contain. When that concept enters your comprehension, when you truly fathom how dynamic it is for an individual soul to draw from themselves more than they possess, then you're going to understand where that power is really coming from. And when you comprehend where this power really comes from, and that you're a conduit, there's not going to be anything you cannot experience or cannot do. Because if you understand what I'm talking about, you'll have all the trust in the world and the oversoul to bring to pass whatever you mentally possess. It's as simple as that.